This is the Lloyd's. Wait a sec. I already did the video of the Lloyd's. Wait, no, hang on. It's this one. But wait, the model numbers of this one and this one are exactly the same. What's going on? No, actually, the series number of these two machines is the same. 709A. Funny how these machines should have something such in common, but yet the transport mechanism and the circuits are so amazingly different. These two machines are of two completely different types. But you can notice, if you look down in the corner of the screen, you can see the two condenser microphone slots are exactly the same. They've even got the same architecture for the holes. The letters are the same underneath the Lloyd's. They've even got the same badge up on the corner. Well, there's an odd story behind that. I'm not quite sure what it is, though. I cannot find any information on the internet. Plus, this machine has a very, very strange problem. I don't know whether anybody else has come across it or not, but I sure have. This Lloyd's is a very curious case of automatic level control failure. Yeah, it records. Not very well, though. I'll tour the machine first. On this end, you find a headphone jack, microphone and remote, and then the auxiliary input. On the back, you find nothing. Nada, nil, zilch. On this end, you find an AC plug. On the front, you find the buttons record, play, which is annoying because I'm used to it being with the play and sort of over here. Rewind, fast forward, stop, eject, and pause, which is mechanical. Suggested use with the internal condenser microphone. Red light comes on when you're recording. Has nothing to do with your level. And there's an aluminum handle that pops out that's made of actual aluminum. There's also a tape counter here, and you get that when you take it out. The small speaker is there. Those of you who have seen Clyde Sight's Stealth cassette recorder, which just happens to be General Electric, you'll notice that it looks a bit similar. The only difference is there's not quite as much length on this end, and there's a bit added length on this end. Basically, they moved the whole transport mechanism over. But it's very similar. It's the same color. Basically, it's got a lot of the same architecture. But now let's tour the machine. It plays back beautifully. There's just no recording capabilities, really. I have an interesting story to show. On the back, this machine has a history. On that silver tag, on the back, attached to the battery compartment, which takes 4 C-cell batteries, and it's perfectly clean inside. Because of reflections, you can't read it. And if you look in the reflection, you can see the camera, and you can see me looking over the top. Not a very good picture, though. Anyway, it says School of Computer Knowledge, 156 Station Street, Duncan, BC, V9L 1M7, 604-748-4413. I don't even know if they're still in business. You can also find a tone and volume control here. Anyway, I'm talking fast again. Anyway, let's hear this machine talk. Or more, I was talking and it was recording, kind of, sort of, maybe, possibly.
I gotta talk very, very quietly, almost like a whisper. The LC circuit in this cassette recorder is broken. It keeps thinking that the level is way, way too high, and it causes it to drop severely. This makes it nearly impossible to tell whether this machine is AC or DC bias. I'm using the internal condenser microphone. I'm going to pause it and then switch to the external. I am now using the external microphone to get less motor noise. I still won't be able to tell whether it's DC or AC bias, but because I'm whispering, the S's and the C's will sound hissy anyway, so I'm not quite so sure whether we'll have any luck with this thing recording. I'm trying to use a quiet, normal voice, so I think it should record reasonably well. Due to this problem, I could not actually record music onto this recorder. So, one of these pre-recorded tapes that you've made using one of my other cassette decks will have to do. Let's see how this comes out. I'm not sure whether... I am once again recording. I'm talking in a normal voice to show what happens microphone with a loud noise. The LC circuit is so extremely sensitive that it's actually broken. It's so horribly acute that there's a lot of problems. Therefore, I do not use this machine frequently. I use it for playing music back. End of the test.
You could hear I was making that weird noise every couple of seconds. I'm not quite sure what's causing that. It's really, really weird. I'm going to show a music recording test. All the belts in this machine are good. It's kind of like a regular cassette recorder, except it's running the other way rather than this way. It's really weird. I'm not going to actually show the inside, but you probably get what I mean. Naturally, I'm on this tune for some reason. I don't know why. I always end up stopping at this tune when I'm listening to it. Low tone, high tone. Oh crap! WMG doesn't catch that because I wasn't making any noise for over 30 seconds. Oh well. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I like this cassette recorder, although I'm kind of unhappy that it was broken like this. But with an average price for these cassette recorders where I picked them up, I can usually pick them up for about $5 to about $7.99. I think the highest price I paid was for my in the box ICO. I think I paid $10 for that one. But I usually pay around $5 for my cassette recorders. So I'm happy. It's cool looking. It's kind of neat. It's like all chrome. It even carries on into the compartment, but they use a tinted window, so it looks kind of orange. But overall, I like the machine. It's kind of cool. But I just wish it would record properly, like this one. Even though it's DC bias. The model number for this actual machine, rather than being V114-709A, this one is V182 instead of 44, Series 709A. It also says on the bottom, down on this corner, designed by B-I-K-E-N, Biken, I guess it said. Designed by. Then you find a grill. Made in Taiwan. I guess it wasn't made on a Tuesday or a Thursday, when workers are supposed to be most alert. Because on Mondays you go, oh God, I have to go to work again. And then on Friday you're going, it's almost the weekend. And you just sort of slack off on both days. Same thing goes for when you go to school. You don't want to do anything on Monday and you don't really want to do anything on Friday. But that's the Lloyds. I've got other cassette recorders I still have to get and present. I've only got these particular two, anyway. So, what I'm really looking forward to doing or finding is an original Atari and another cassette recorder. But yeah, that's the Lloyds. One of many.